Rain, rain on me. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Annie Lennox, I think, that one. So, we are, and The Who before that, back on the plots tonight, and I'm going to be picking some stuff for tea. Just finished work and got changed, come straight up here. I'm going to be taking some onion, but the bolted part of the onion. The bit of the onion where the stem comes out and you get the flour on the end of it. Now you don't want that bit to produce a good onion, but you can eat them in stir fries, and I'm going to do that tonight along with one of the pak choi cabbages, the Chinese pak choi, and also I'm going to get some courgettes because we've got some courgettes on and some spinach. So I'm going to be taking that tonight, and we're going to be having that as part of tea or dinner, and away we go with that. Alright, see you in a bit. Ta-da! Decisions, decisions. I think I'll have you. And some of that spinach. Look at the colour of that, it's beautiful. And not a slug inside, surprisingly. Although there must be slugs knocking around, because they certainly like the pak choi. They're getting the choppers straight into that pak choi. I'm just thinking, I've got some chard. I'm going to take some chard leaves. But first I'm going to get one or two of those bad boys, I think. There's one there that's a good size. And another one there, by way of comparison, they're about 4 or 5 inches long, something like that. So a couple of courgettes. And yeah, that's the onion bolt I was on about. That's a good size. If you just bear with us a second, I'll give you a bit of a comparison with that. You can eat all of that. And there's a smaller one there, so I'll chop that up and we'll have that thrown in. I'm going to take a couple of the side leaves off the chard as well. Got the bright yellow there, we've got the rainbow chard there. So I'll take a few of those. So this is dinner sorted. A couple of courgettes, so the courgette flour that you can also eat fried up. Battered and fried, I believe. I don't know whether we'll be doing that tonight or not, but we'll check it out. There's the pak choi, there's the spinach. Nice bunch of spinach there. That's the rainbow chard, and that's the bright yellow chard. Those are the onion shoots or onion stems, onion flower stems, which we will be eating. And that's us. That's going to be mixed in with some nice tender chicken. And it's going to go right in my belly. And so, people, this evening's evening meal will consist of, ingredients-wise, the onion stalk for the flour of the onion that we've nipped off, 3 cloves of garlic, half a white onion, 1 small, what were they called, courgette, 4 stalks of the pak choi, 1 bushel of spinach, and some side leaves, about 8 side leaves of the chard, which is the yellow chard, bright lights, and the rainbow chard. And a nice bit of chicken. It's going to be flavoured with turmeric. Turmeric is fantastic as an anti-inflammatory, and it has anti-cancer properties, so that, along with the brassica styles of vegetables that we've got there, the onions, the garlic and all the rest of it, should do us no harm whatsoever. Oyster and spring onion, that's 49p from B&M Bargains. So that's all really. I mean, that's probably going to be about £1, 49p, 40, well, I'm going to use a little bit of that, probably about 5p's worth of that. and then the rest of it's free from the allotment. So let's get cracking. Okay, so this is the order in which the ingredients will be going in. So the half white onion first with the courgettes. That goes in second, probably about 30 seconds afterwards. Those are the stems from all of the leafy greens that we've got, sort of tender leafy greens that we've got. I put the stems in a little bit earlier than the leaves because they're a little bit stringier and tougher. So it gives them time to soften. Then in goes the chicken with the garlic, and then the leafy greens last. The more you cook garlic, the less the volatile oils will give you the benefit of the volatility, and the nutrients and the other vitamins and minerals that are in your leafy greens also die off with it's not focusing. Also die off the more you cook them. So I like to leave them just for the last sort of minute. Same with the garlic, and then that goes in towards the end, which is your oyster and spring onion sauce, and the turmeric, and then I'll leave it to simmer them for a minute or two. So these will be going into I don't know why it's getting all blurry and stuff, but sorry about that. These are going to be going into here, and that's a hot pan with ground nut oil, I think it's called. But you can use rapeseed oil. In fact, it is rapeseed oil. Rapeseed oil's in there. 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil, heated. It's been on a quite high heat now for about a minute or so. You can feel the heat coming off from that. So that's going to be our cooking medium. Okay, so the onions are in with the courgettes, so we don't lose any of the Teflon coating. I'm using a wooden spoon so we don't scratch it up. So they'll be in there for about a minute or so, just to soften off the onion and the courgette. I've sliced the courgettes quite thinly and on a diagonal, as you can see there, just for prettiness really. But they can be cooking off there for a minute or two. Looks like there's a lot of oil in there, but once everything is in that pan, it will soak it all up. So in now go the stalks and the onion stem, the onion flowering stem. We've gone into that now. And as you can see, there's a little bit of colour in there from the rainbow chard stem that we had. And again, it's on the highest heat that I've got. And we'll give that another minute before we put in the meat and the garlic. So this is essentially, and it really is, field to fork in 40 minutes. Because I've come straight home with this, straight out the ground, straight home. Took me 10 minutes to get home. Washed it off, chopped it up, spoken to you guys for a few minutes. So our elapsed time is at the moment about 32 minutes, which ain't too shabby. Thrown in the chicken, and you've just got to make sure really with the chicken that it's all cooked through, but you don't want to overcook it because you want it to remain sort of tender. You'd usually do this in a wok, but I decided I wasn't going to cook it in a wok because there are many people in this world, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen of middle classes, who don't own a wok, but you will find that most people who are able to watch YouTube anyway can actually find themselves a frying pan. So I thought I'd do it in this manner. So that's probably going to be about 2 or 3 minutes more really, just to cover the chicken. and then I'll put the garlic in. Yeah, so the chicken's lost the majority of its pinkness now. You can't really see it on the outsides of the chicken pieces. So it's time to add in our leafy greens, because they'll only need a minute or two just to wilt down, really. So you see that go in there. Now, with a good wok, you get a cover for it. You can have maybe a metal cover or a glass dome cover that will go over the top of that, and it'll help it to steam down quicker and wilt down quicker. It doesn't really matter. It'll take a couple of minutes that just to, and you'll see it'll green up even more. It'll be even more green as it steams and cooks itself through. But you don't need a long time with that. You want it to still have some life in it, really, when you're eating it. Egon Ronay, I am not, but I'm sure you'll agree that it's going to be pretty tasty, this. It's certainly very healthy for you, with the ingredients that we're using, all fresh from the field, organic. Okay. Turmeric's not to everybody's taste. That's kind of an earthy taste to it, turmeric, but the benefits of the volatile compound in turmeric, which I believe is called curcumin, something like that, have been known to be extremely beneficial as an anti-inflammatory. One of the big drug companies a few years ago tried to get a patent on turmeric because of its medicinal usage, but they got pissed off. They didn't allow it, like because it's a natural root, so you can't really patent that, can you? But they did try to do it so they could corner the market on it, on turmeric. The assholes. It's hard to do with one hand. Let's look at that. Right, so in goes that. That's the oyster and spring onion. I'll try and get as much as I possibly can out of that into there. I also like to add in a bit of soy sauce to it as well, for a little bit of extra electrolyte or salt. Yeah, about right that now, you know, boys and girls. We'll get that plated up. And there it is, plated up. Now, it might not look the most appetising food in the world, but I can assure you it tastes great. And that's not exactly our best china, as Donald would say, but that's going to fill my fat belly right up with nutritional, organically grown, no herbicides, pesticides or insecticides at all on that vegetables. Okay, have a great week. Catch you later. Hope you enjoyed it. See you after, boys and girls. Bye bye.